The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were a pop culture milestone, one that, for better or worse, introduced kids to martial arts loving, pizza obsessed anthropomorphic heroes, and gave the world that unique gift of partners in crime, rapping about ninjas. Alongside them came a flood of imitators, all trying to cash in on the mutant animal craze. Enter Ninja Rabbits for the Commodore 64. A perfect example of the low-budget imitators that flooded bargain bins and home computers in 1991. Created by MicroValue, whose name alone hints at the game's low-cost charm, Ninja Rabbits was the work of just two people. One person did the music, while the other, well, did everything else. The game opens with a title screen so bland it could cure insomnia, though to its credit, the loading music is surprisingly good. However, let me just say in advance that this game is shockingly bad, but at least I'm playing it, so you won't have to. The Ninja Rabbit of the title is no cutesy, cotton-tailed hoppity-flopper. He's a rabid, foam-mouthed, wild-eyed engine of psychotic destruction. Is he a mutant? I should hope so. He's got opposable thumbs and whiskers on only one side of his head. He's also 6 feet tall. If you were a mutated cartoon animal in the early 90s, learning a martial arts was mandatory, and our hero settled on ninjutsu. Hopefully, he's got enough combat skills to keep his quest interesting. There's not much fun to be had if all he can do is dig holes and chew carrots. Your rabbit's quest is to stop a gas leak at a local chemical plant that's turning animals violent. No word on whether the gas caused his mutation, but I'm sure he was just itching for an excuse to kick some ass. Your first enemy is a mutant creature of dubious species, either a mouse or a fashion-forward cat. The combat is simply a case of holding down the fire button, pull left on the stick, and the Ninja Rabbit throws a punch. Moving to the right lets you flick out the rather feeble-looking kick. My favourite is moving the stick down because that makes you stamp on your opponent's foot. But the real challenge is the speed. Our Ninja Rabbit moves like he's stuck in molasses, and the enemies aren't much faster. The real action comes from the traps that fall from the sky. Collision detection is about as reliable as a broken clock, often resulting in attacks that pass right through enemies without a hint of impact. The result is endless mind-numbing battles where you both just stand close and hope for the best. Not exactly the ninja action you were hoping for. There are some redeeming touches if you count oddly nostalgic backgrounds with rustic stone walls and skies so blue they belong in a children's book. You might even spot a curious object that looks suspiciously like Father Ted's house, which is probably the only thing worth recognising in the game. Imagine if this Ninja Rabbit could kick Bishop Brennan up the arse. Now that would have been a level worth playing. Moving on, we meet a Badger Man, who guards a health-restoring carrot, vital since every battle leaves you worse for wear. The Badger's animation is impressively smooth, but it's hard to take him seriously when he looks like a bodybuilder in joggers. The fight is pretty much more of the same: kick, punch, repeat. Underground, the rabbit faces falling rocks, adding nothing except for health-draining annoyance. The game insists that this Ninja Rabbit is somehow a genius for reinforcing his warren with beams, because, you know, rabbits are famous for their carpentry skills. Back above ground, the rabbit encounters a farmer with a pitchfork, and honestly, the less said about this uncomfortable encounter, the better. And then, because why not, there's a golf course area, where flying golf balls add another layer of stupidity. If only the Ninja Rabbit didn't move with the fluid and rapid grace of someone whose legs have been replaced by concrete bollards, you might stand a chance of avoiding the golf balls. If they hit you, they hurt you. After many frustrating attempts, I resorted to cheats just to see what comes next. Enter the cityscape, where even stranger characters appear, like a man who looks like he might have just walked off a 1970s National Front rally. The bizarre enemies keep coming, and yes, more badgers. It's a strange, disjointed mess of random, unexplained encounters. Then comes the factory level, where you fight killer robots that look like rejects from Star Wars. The robots move slowly, and their lack of any real threat only highlights how uninspired the game is. The factory level does introduce a poster with the word plan on it, but it looks like it was drawn on the back of a napkin, which sums up the game's efforts perfectly. Ultimately, Ninja Rabbids offers nothing new. The gameplay is repetitive, the combat tedious, and the levels provide no real sense of progression or achievement. After looping back to the beginning at stage 4, I realised I had enough. The game is a dull, joyless slug, and there's no reason to put yourself through it. In conclusion, while I appreciate the limited resources of the small team behind Ninja Rabbids, it's hard to recommend this one to anyone. With sluggish combat, repetitive gameplay and a severe lack of variety, it's a game that belongs in the past, where it will likely stay, as it offers little in terms of fun or innovation. If you've got this far, trust me, you've already experienced everything it has to offer. But for those of you who are brave enough, get this fired up on your Commodore 64 and give it a whirl. Big thumbs up. Just kidding. Thanks for watching guys, hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and be sure to let us know if you've played this before. What did you think of it? I'd be interested to hear. Also, maybe consider subscribing to the channel if you want more Commodore 64 as we continue on this epic journey down memory lane. With loads of games waiting to restore some lost memories already on the channel playlist and more coming up now, hopefully. I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, bye for now.